Hello, everybody. I'm your boy, Demario Morgan. You know me as Frossel the Arto. And I must say that it's been a while. So basically, I have some interesting things that I wanted to show you. And I wanted to tell you is that I am sculpting once again. And I know it's been a very long time since I've done sculpting. I haven't done sculpting in about 3 years or 4 years now at that time. And now it's like I finally like got confident of sculpting again, making sure I follow everything. I gotta be patient, and basically I have to like keep on moisturizing the sculptor just to, like prevent cracks. But I will get into that in a bit. But also though, I just want to like tell you guys is that I know like I'm not like a whole politics kind of thing, and usually like I don't really like talk about like other politics stuff. But what's it called, if it's like concerning to like all people in so, like, including the local businesses or any other things in that state of crisis, then yeah, I would definitely say what's on my mind. But before we get into this though, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you like it here, and as well as if you like my videos. And if you wanted to see my amazing art, then the links are down below. So let's get into it. So basically, the sculpting part. So it took me, like I said, it took me about fully 2 weeks, because basically what started out like the whole sculpting process is that I was willing to like get back into sculpting because of one thing. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of this store that recently came out. It's called Pop Mart, and Pop Mart looks very cool. It definitely looks amazing. It looks dope. And then once I saw other artists too on my Instagram page, and what's my call it? I kind of seen people do sculpting, and then I was like thinking to myself, I wanted, it's like I want to be better. It's like I want to get good at sculpting once again. I mean, I know that I always say like if I didn't like do this correctly, or if I didn't like practice enough, then I would just come back another time and then just try to relearn it as possible, but as well as make some improvements in the end, because basically that's what I like to do, is just make improvements. And basically if it's well, but also I try not to like do too many mistakes. And usually I always like try to like keep an open mind about it, and as well as like figuring out like the size, the shapes, and as well as painting any area specifically. But anyway though, right now is that I guess during one of my other sculptures, I think it was back in 22 or 2023, maybe around there. I mean, I guess it's like the years were short, to be honest. This is 25. Usually any time when I think like, oh, this is from a long time ago that I did, and basically it's like it was only about 2 or 3 years ago, so basically I can't really like focus on that. but I am pretty sure someone will ring it up to me, and I'm really just this pretty much like completely getting off track as I usually do. But most of the time is that during those 2 weeks I had to use one of the metal strings, one of those metal coils that I had to like use to like create the let's call it the skeletal figure, because basically I was trying to set up like what sort of pose that I would do. And then usually I try to rely on something simple, And basically this was it, because one thing that one thing that got me making this statue was is that the pose, however, was specifically because I saw one of the YouTubers that I followed. One of them had a mod for Dragon Ball Fighters, and I think it was Goku or Goku Black was wearing the black jacket that says Supreme all around it, and as well as the black pants and the black shoes, and he kind of like folded his arms, and folded his hands up, and then just make sure like he looks like a cool person. And that's where I kind of like got the idea from, to be honest. But at the same time, it's like there was another inspiration too, is that I have draw this before like I was inspired to like do the sculpting, of course. Is that during one of my times is that I have went to a museum, and so to be honest, I didn't really get a whole lot of like instantaneous ideas. It was more like a small idea, but also a random one, and I pretty much like it, and it was pretty much okay with me because I pretty much like to draw random things, and if I do like it, then I will just like redraw it and then basically just make it cooler. And anytime it's like if I have some sketches that I do not need to like redraw and refigure, basically it's like I really got no ideas at the moment. But until then, if I ever come back to it, and if I think about an idea for it, then I will do it. But if I don't, then I guess it's best being left within the book, to be honest. And I think the whole thing was, though, one thing I learned while I was like sculpting on my own was that I was following a few advice from many other sculpting artists, of course. And the one thing I followed, the most important one, was creating your own glue, because basically the glue was supposed to be a mixture of water and as well as clay. If you probably even wondering what kind of clay I was using the Crayola dried air clay, because basically I haven't done like the regular clay where you gets like put it in the oven and then just bake it like a cake. And that's clearly how I enjoyed it, to be honest. It's like I always like to like sculpt things and then try to like make it as good as possible, just trying to like fill in the cracks. And the one thing that I had like a little bit of problem was, and as well as like taking it a little bit serious, is patience. Because literally out of those 2 weeks, I literally just muster up the patience that I could, just to make sure like if there's any like traces of tiny cracks all around the statue, then I would just use that glue to like patch it up. And as well as I use my other tools, the little round metal one on the tip, just to like smoothing out the surface as I possibly could. Usually I always try to do better in my case. But and as well as that, I was thinking of going back to school for sculpting specifically, because if I wanted to like, sculpt a little bit more, trying to get a little bit more better at it, basically it's like I wanted to like create a toy size kind of thing, and and usually I was quite nervous of doing sculpting, because I knew that I would pretty much get my hands dirty. Who else wouldn't? And as well as my hands being messy, and as well as my table being messy, so is my clay. But I'm pretty sure that's part of the package, because you are definitely going to do a whole lot of messy things, and basically in the end it came out right. So basically I am proud of this statue, and I think this is like my I guess it's more like my fourth or fifth improvement, because I've been literally taking the time of watching like any other slithers of cracks or rips, and basically like basically it's like if there's any like item that is like out of shape, then I just try to improve it a little bit better. But anyway though, I wanted to talk to you guys about the tariffs. So basically, like I said before in the beginning of it, that tariffs is now starting to affect the people as well, and as well as for me too, because basically for some artists like yourselves who wanted to start off, or basically who wanted to like kickstart this local business, and basically they have everything ready, they have everything together, but the one thing that before that they were going to like start to like sell their stuff, is that when the news got out about about the tariffs, inflation, meaning that they have doubled our taxes, meaning like they kind of like doubled the prices now, and basically that's even more raising alarming heads, to be honest, because I have somewhat like hear about this one YouTuber. I will put in the link below. I will put in the link below. Her name is Kelsey Rodriguez, and I'm pretty sure she basically talked about the tariffs and what could happen, and as well as affect local businesses, and as well as any other like local restaurants, and mainly artists too, because artists are basically struggling. So I'll pretty much like leave the link, like I said, and you're probably wondering, how do I feel about this sort of news, this state of shock that I'm hearing? To be honest, I didn't like it. I didn't really like how they were doubling our cost, because it's getting even harder to do so right now, and as well as people who are trying to like maintain their jobs, trying to like make sure that the bigger companies or any other small businesses trying to stay at float and not just struggling. But basically that's always been a problem, is to pretty much keeping our business at float. And for me, since I wanted to like start this business right here right now, it's like I can't really do it, because right now is like the tariffs is basically like forcing us to like pretty much like double our cost, even though like it totally I can totally agree, like for the artists who are like their own who are like their own manager in their own shop, in their own store, on their website or in person, and basically it's like the artists kind of felt heartbroken, and as well as the customers too, they totally felt heartbroken as well. And it's like the artist has to like let the customers know right now is that our prices and items have changed, and due to the tariffs, inflation increasement, and it's like we have no choice but to raise the price, and basically we have no choice but to tell our customers to like say like, hey, you know, this is like a new price now. I am currently sorry, but it's not our fault. It's more like the people who doubled our taxes, double our money, double our prices. Like we are basically trying to like still trying to like keep in business and trying to keep it afloat. So basically that's my perspective, and that's what I feel, because basically it's like and to be honest though, it's not fair for the artists too, because the artists are trying to make a reasonable price for the customers, but at the same time it's like the customers can't take. They absolutely cannot take, is because it's like they they cannot afford to like buy your stuff right now, because they too cannot afford of pretty much buying smaller things from you right now. It's basically like their only main priority is food, water, clothing, and as well as having a roof on their heads. And that's and Scott and that's like and see, that is like the most scariest times ever, because basically, sure, it may feel hopeless at the end of it all, of this incretion, but at the end of it all, it's like to you artists that are trying to do your best out there, just keep on doing it and see if your business can still maintain. Like what's called, do not stop. Just try and tell your customers, and try to like tell them the news about what's happening that affects you, the artist. To sad to say, but yeah, though, that's all I have to say for this video, and I'm very glad that I speak my mind on this topic, and as well as for other artists too that are looking. But I will continue on drawing and making a lot of projects, but also I will show you what kind of stuff that I've been working on, including the statue. Okay, everybody, take care, have a great day, peace.